Namaskar. I am Dr. Sapunti brings you the viewpoint. Big news from the Middle East has grabbed global attention. The United States and Iran have announced a peace framework, with reports indicating that a formal agreement could be signed on June 19. Markets reacted immediately, and crude oil prices fell sharply as investors anticipated reduced geopolitical risks and smoother energy supplies. But the big question for Indian consumers is, will this make petrol and diesel cheaper in India? The proposed agreement is expected to reduce tensions in the region and support the reopening of normal shipping through the Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's most important oil transit routes. A significant share of globally traded crude oil passes through this corridor, so any disruption can push prices higher. As optimism about the deal spread, Brent crude prices dropped and global stock market responded positively. India imports most of the crude oil it consumes. When international crude prices fall, the country's oil imports bill can decline. Inflationary pressure may ease, government finances and corporate costs may improve. However, a fall in crude prices does not automatically mean lower petrol and diesel prices at the pump. So will fuel become cheaper? The answer is possibly, but not immediately. Even after the latest decline in global oil prices, petrol and diesel prices in India have remained unchanged as of today. Domestic fuel prices depend on several factors like international crude oil prices, exchange rate, refining and transportation costs, central and state taxes, pricing decisions by oil marketing companies. So, while cheaper crude creates room for price reductions, there is no guarantee that the full benefit will be passed on to consumers right away. If lower crude prices are sustained over time, sectors that rely heavily on fuel could see cost relief, including airlines, logistics, and transport, manufacturing, some consumer goods. That could eventually help moderate inflation and reduce costs across parts of economy. The proposed US-Iran peace deal has already boosted market confidence and pushed oil prices lower. That is encouraging news for India. But consumers should not assume an immediate reduction in petrol and diesel prices. If global crude stays lower for an extended period and domestic pricing conditions allow, Indians could eventually see some relief at fuel stations. But keep an eye on three key developments: whether the US-Iran agreement is formally signed and implemented as planned, whether oil prices remain low over the coming weeks instead of rebounding, whether Indian oil marketing companies revise domestic petrol and diesel prices. And that's all for now. Thank you.